Welcome everybody. Today's video finds us over here in Agra, India. So we're about 3.5 hours outside of New Delhi, and what brought us over here for us to see is not this cool looking building right behind me, which is pretty amazing in itself, but this right here. So we came over here to see the Taj Mahal. So 40 years of waiting to see this, and here we are. So let's walk around, and I'll try to keep this video under like 4 hours long because it's so cool to see. Anyway, let's look around and let's see what we see. So this is just where you come in. You come in through security right over here. And I apologize in advance because we're gonna have a little bit of bad sound quality because they wouldn't let me bring my microphone in. So let's see what we see over here. Okay, so we're into the main area. So this is all sandstone, and it was quarried about 27 miles away from here towards Jaipur. And these are like little hotel places here, or like back in the day when they were built, they were places for people to come and stay here. It was kind of like an ancient inn. And this right here is the Taj Gate. It's the only entrance into the Taj Mahal. And it's definitely popular. You see everybody standing around here. Oh, just what a beautiful place. And you see all the red sandstone all around. Oh, this is fantastic. And this is the south gate. This is the exit. So they say Agra is a city up here that's 5,000 years old. And then the old Mughal emperor moved the capital from Agra down to Delhi in the 1600s. Okay, so what's cool about this gate right here is you see that's all carved into the marble. And then you see this is the ancient script here. They did it in the the Arabic language. The language that was the primary language of the Mughal Empire was Persian or Farsi. And what's cool about it is the size of the writing. It actually is smaller on the bottom than up at the top, but it all looks like it's the same size. And then there's 11 domes up there. This is like 35 meters tall. So the Taj Mahal is the burial place of the former emperor's third wife. And over there is wife number 1. And then wife number 2 is in that white onion dome over there. And nobody ever talks about those because this was the main thing for the third or the favorite wife.
Get the picture from the middle there.
Okay, so check this out right here. We're not even to the Taj and the gate is so. And this is inside the Taj gate. So this is what we came for right here. Oh, no, unbelievable. This like the different light makes this change color. So in the evening it will look different than in the daytime, and in the morning when the sun's rising it'll look even a different color. And then it's looking back towards the south gate. You can see all this marble and the little faux gates and stuff like that here. So how fantastic is this? So there's 4 different gardens here. And it's balanced. Over there is a mosque, and that one is actually open on Fridays to Indian Muslims. They close the Taj Mahal and that mosque is open. And then over here is like a private mosque that's not open. And then in these little gardens and stuff, they used to grow like fig trees, tamarind, everything else inside of here. And these fountains were fed by some like the river over here. And they used to put in like a fragrant water that was pumped in. It was pumped in by gravity. Now they pump in the water with modern technology. And this is really similar to what you see at the Red Fort, because it was the same emperor that built this as the Red Fort. Yeah, I love the styling of this. This is just unbelievable. So this is all quarried and brought in here, and then all carved. And from what I read is the emperor spent about $1 billion in US dollars to build this. He spent so much money that his son eventually imprisoned him in the Agra fort to get him to stop spending money. Right over here, this is the Taj Museum. So let's pop our head in there really quick. We're slowly working our way through the gardens over towards the Taj Mahal. So these part of the fountains they have dry. Now inside the museum there's no photography that was allowed in there, but it is fantastic. They have paintings of the king and the queen that the Taj Mahal was built for. They have them painted on ivory. They have old 16th century coins and stuff like that. So definitely someplace you should pop your head in and take a look. So right over here, this is the mosque. The Mughals were Muslims, so they had this mosque here built. And then the other side is the guest house. So this mosque is open on Fridays only for the local Indians that have a special Muslim ID card. And you can see these little holes right here. These are the original drainage. So 371 years ago when this was built, they planned for the draining. This is the side of the Taj. It's just absolutely beautiful. So those minarets right there, there's 4 of them, and they're actually leaning outward to where if there's an earthquake or something like that, it would fall away from the Taj and wouldn't damage the dome. And this actually is it's brick interior, and then they quarried the marble like 270 miles away from here. And they brought it in with elephants and camel carts and stuff like that. And they also brought it in on the river, which is right over here. Okay, so to go in here, this is an extra 200 rupees ticket. And you can buy it online like we did. And you gotta wear these little booties to protect the marble. So the total construction time of this was 22 years. And the 3rd queen is buried in here. She was actually interned here after she was buried in central India. And then they buried her over in the garden for 6 months while they were finishing up building her tomb. So she's been buried 3 times. This is looking back at the Taj Gate with the gardens out here. Oh, this is definitely amazing. I know my camera's not going to do it justice, but it is way, way cool. So you can see here they have some more of the scriptures from the Quran. And there won't be any photography allowed in here. So I'll have to describe it when we get out here. Okay, so we looked at the mausoleum inside there. So there's a replica graves up on the top. The king's is the only thing in the whole Taj Mahal that's out of balance because it's built on the side. While the queen's body, or her coffin, is right there in the middle of the Taj. And you can actually look right down through there and see the Taj Gate and everything else. So they carved all of these by hand. So this is all carved into that marble. And you can see all the inlay. And then you got more of the verses of the Quran here. And I tell you, it is absolutely beautiful. They have the double dome inside. It is so cool to see. Now we're over here on the outer side. And over there, that is kind of the foundation of the Black Taj. But there's some debate about that or not. And then here's the river. And in the museum, they had paintings of the river, like all the boats and stuff out here on the river, and they could come up here to the Taj and check out those minarets. So over there, that is the Agra fort. And the emperor was imprisoned there the last 8 years of his life before he died at age 74. His 3rd son, who took over power, killed his older brothers. He imprisoned his father over there because he saw him as spending way too much money on this. Now what's cool is you look at these columns right here, and it looks like there's 7 little bends to the thing, these little jagged lines, but there's only 3. It's like an optical illusion. So when you see here, it looks like in the middle, once it's up above, it looks like it bows in. And all this is marble inlaid. You can just see all the detail. Now there was 20,000 men that were working on this, that were building it. So if you can imagine what this would have been like, it would have been a flurry of activity. There would have been elephants, there would have been workers. Now the river over here, it sometimes will flood. So it's actually like a forbidden area over there. People can't go into it. And that's where the king would sit, like on the full moon, and he would look at the Taj from that side of the river. The king or the emperor, whatever. Yeah, this is really cool. You can see the little dome here. And all the verses of the Quran. Okay, so this is the guest house over here. We'll walk it. That'll be the last little bit of the Taj that we'll see. So it looks like they're doing a little restoration over there. But it doesn't take away the beauty of this thing. So this is the guest house. And it gives the Taj the balance. Yeah, it's right there on that column. You can see the optical illusion. It's pretty cool to see. It makes it look like it's kind of an octagon. And I think this top of this building is like 37 meters tall. And then you have these little minarets. Here you can really tell that they're pointing outward. You really see the slant to them. This is a cool look. So you can see the pedestal that the Taj is built on. And then look up towards the dome. And at the very top of that spire, there's a coconut. That's what's at the top of it. And that's like the symbol of like purity in Hinduism. Now the emperor was Muslim, but a lot of the workers were Hindu, so they incorporated a little bit of stuff like that into it. And there's actually some graffiti up there on the top of the dome also from a couple of British guys that were restoring it in like 1945. Yeah, so just how breathtakingly beautiful is this? I've seen a million pictures of this and been dreaming to come, but my camera's not going to do justice to what this looks like. So this is the guest house. They did the same little optical illusion there with the inlay. They put marble in it, and this is just a red sandstone, and you see the fake arches up there that are all in the marble. And we can look at a little bit of it. There's not a whole lot open to it. So they've carved all this in stone. They did all the inlay. Looks like that's plaster, and they painted up in the plaster. And then inside, so they are doing a little restoration here. This is really nice. But it kind of pales in comparison to the Taj. So you see the little dome. Yeah, it's really nice, but it's blocked off. You can't go in there. So they thought of everything here. So in the stonework here, this is actually the carving of the very top of the Taj Mahal up there. And then in the brickwork here, there's little hexagons, and then they have little stars. It's quite a cool little look. And it's just a huge, massive platform, and they would have had the fountains going and stuff like that. Oh, but it's beautiful. So we're back into the little garden area. And then you can see the wall here around the inner courtyard here at the Taj. Yeah, this is definitely worth a visit. The gardens are quite nice with a little bit of shade. Out there in the sun, it is scorching hot. But the gardens would have been just absolutely beautiful back whenever they were fully planted. And this would have been the water fountains here also, with the jasmine water coming in. So back in the old days, they didn't have lights, so they would have had candles out here reflecting. Would have been quite a scene to see the candles reflecting on the water. The whole place would have been magnificent. This is a nice look at that Taj gate. So you see those little domes up at the top? There's 22 of them. And the reason why is because it took 22 years to build the Taj Mahal. And you can see all the red sandstone wall all the way around. And one last look at the Taj. So another live stream completed right here. So Buns got intercepted again with more photo takers. This is a common occurrence. Everybody wants to stop and take their pictures with you. All right, guys, that's going to finish up our video over here at this wonder of the world, the Taj Mahal. The history of this, the styling, everything about it is so cool. Definitely worth coming over here. There is an admission fee to get in here, but it's nominal for what you get to see. You can go in, pay a little bit extra to go see the mausoleum. That's just what it is. You're inside the Taj, which is pretty cool, but you can't film in there. But everything is really cool to see. I would highly recommend it. And if you enjoyed the video, definitely smash the like button. If you've been here, let me know in a comment down below. Tell me what you think. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe, stick around, and then you're notified when I post a new video. And from over here in Agra, remember, life is a journey. Until next time, enjoy.